They're great live. So these two are yours. Two for the Dave Matthews Band. Good luck. Caller 10-216-578-1007. Or 800-348-1007.
Pro tip, if a cop pulls you over and they hear you listening to this, they're probably just going to let you go. Because, you know, they figured you suffered enough.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
I still haven't seen these guys. I still haven't seen Sleep Token live. I have been thwarted over and over again. They were at Sonic Temple. I had tickets to see them in D.C. a while back. I ended up having to sell those. That's probably a metal band you'd like, Mary, is Sleep Token. There's no high-pitched squealing. And
that music kind of sounded like Game of Thrones.
Well,
Whatever
they're a
you were
very
just
mysterious band. Sleep Token, very mysterious band. They announced already Sonic Temple 2025. At least, you know, they don't announce the lineup until closer to the day. But this past year, they had Pantera and Disturbed, and the OG Misfits came out, and Limp Bizkit was there, and 311, Rise Against, Mary's favorite.
I do love them.
A little earlier next year, May 9th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, back down in Columbus. So the tickets will go on sale, I think, this weekend maybe, but Sonic Temple not wasting any time, setting the weekend for 2025. And they have a counter there when you go to sonictemplefestival.com. So it's 323 days, 20 hours, 33 minutes, and 36 seconds. But who's counting? So looking at tickets. We will have them to give to you. Probably not in 2024, but maybe we will. What the hell do I know? I don't know about that. But, yeah, they always announce the weekend. They announce the dates way in advance before they announce the lineup because, frankly, at this point, people don't care. They go, I'll get my tickets, and the lineup's going to be great. And we still have Incarceration coming this summer. A lot of great bands on that, too. And, you know, we do a metal show here on The Buzzard. I don't want to bury the lead. It's called 2 Hours to Midnight. And it's 120 minutes of nothing but metal in all of its forms. We play local stuff. Mary, you want a taste of what I'm playing Saturday night?
I know you're going to give it to me
You
anyway.
want just, I'll just give you the names. I don't have to play you the music. I'll just give you the names. I'm going to play some new Mushroom Head. They're, of course, from Cleveland, Ohio. Night Goat. That's more local metal. They're a Canton band.
Opposed to a day goat.
Yeah. New music from New Flesh God Apocalypse. They've been around for a minute. A great band called Foreign Hands. Grave Realm. How do you feel about that? Huh?
Foreign Ham?
Foreign Hands.
Oh.
That, you want to talk about some screaming, boy. I bet you're going to like, I'll play some Foreign Hands for you. I think you'll like them a lot. Pretty good, huh?
No. No.
Autopsy and Spirit Box and Yob and Biohazard. A lot of good stuff, boy. Saturday night, 10 until midnight, live on the Buzzard. 2 hours to midnight. Alan, my grandfather had 7 strokes in 10 years.
Stroking to the left.
Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter. Stroking. So I don't know if that's, again, it was a rhetorical question on my part. I don't know how much the human body can withstand. Tell Mary we stayed at Margaritaville in Florida with the kids and the family. They have a lot of kid and family activities. Yeah, but I bet the Florida one's different than Times Square, right?
Yeah. I don't think this one's going to be nearly as big.
Or family-friendly.
It's not like a resort like people are thinking in Florida where they have grounds and outdoor pools. I mean, it's in the middle of Times Square.
Yeah.
They have a couple different floors and levels, but I don't know that it's going to be anything like what people are describing.
Because what you don't want, there's a lot of people obviously looking for family-friendly venues. What you don't want is the exact opposite, which is family-hostile venues. You don't want that, where they're actively working against children having any kind of good time.
Like
a vegan restaurant. Right. Alan, you're going to be in Indiana this weekend. Isn't there a town there called Wakarusa? I can't remember why, but I feel like I've heard that before. Somebody.
Nope.
Nobody
exist.
even texted that. He made that up. That's not even a text.
No, because it wouldn't have even occurred to me if somebody hadn't texted it.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you mention it, there is a city in Indiana called Wakarusa. And it's a long story. I'm not going to get into it. Suffice to say, there was a bovine death. And what are you going to do? Al and I, for one, am very pro-abortion. Well, there you go. Yeah, I guess absolutely. I'm bummed I never got to pay for one.
You still got time.
No, I'm shooting. What?
He's like,
I don't.
You can just pay for one.
Oh, I guess I
You
could.
don't have to be.
Yeah,
You
it
can just,
doesn't have to be the dad.
uh-huh.
Well, but I think it's more meaningful if you're
you got 2 daughters.
you're not going to be the dad. That's why you're going.
Right, so who cares?
But
Pay
I
for one.
never,
I'm sure there's somebody on the way tomorrow that could use the money.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
This sounds like finally we have a game show that we can play in the Duncan studio.
Who wants to get their abortion paid for? The Alan Cox Show, back in the day, you'd have all these radio shows like, we're going to give you big boobs or whatever they did. Now it's going to be like, hey, we'll pay for your abortion. I'm sure we wouldn't get any hate mail over that, but that'd be fun, boy.
Why would we?
Live from the, what?
Why would we?
Mary,
what
see me after the show.
possibly go wrong?
Well, there are some people who can't hold 2 separate thoughts in their head at the same time. And, let's see if Duncan wants to. I'm sure Duncan wouldn't have any reservations about that.
I mean, it's the Duncan studio. We might have to.
That sounds more, the Duncan studio sounds more apropos for baptisms. Well, anywho, it's something to consider. Yeah, because again, it's obviously an extraordinarily divisive topic, as any good topic is. Anything that people aren't debating and having conversations about. If anything's worth defending, it's worth arguing. But fortunately, I am not one of those people who believes that life is sacred. And so once you remove that from the equation, you're in much better shape. You're kind of freed to make some decisions.
1877 scars for kids.
It is funny, though. You do see that, one of the things that jumps out at me is you have all these people who are screaming nonstop. What do you always hear every time there's a shooting? Well, new gun laws won't stop mass shootings. But those people spend a lot of time on laws to stop abortion. Mm-hmm. So it's really not about protecting kids. It's about making sure that women can't necessarily do what they want to do with. It's very, very strange. I don't know. I was looking at the map of the states where Pornhub will become illegal to access on July the 1st.
Oh,
or you'll need an ID to get on it. Because they've never heard of VPNs before. That's what most people are going to. Or they're just going to go somewhere else. I have to think that that's the more likely scenario, is people are just going to go somewhere else. And it's not even, for Pornhub's part, they're like, we just don't want to be on the hook for age verification. That's why Pornhub basically said, fine. Like, they didn't want to, it's not like they're getting forced out of states. They're just like, we don't want to mess with this. Yeah, as a, protecting data. I mean, it's like Swiss cheese. And they're like, we don't want to be dealing with lawsuits because I think that there's a couple of states where the sites don't have to collect the information. Like you verify your age through the DMV. And so Pornhub's like, okay, well, we'll stay in that state. If you guys handle the age verification, we'll stay. But they're just like, we're not here to deal with lawsuits because of age verification laws. So we're just going to pull out of those states, if you'll pardon the pun. So as of July 1, Pornhub is going to be blocked in about a dozen states.
Is it all the usual suspects?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, yes, but not as many, I guess, as you. Texas, Montana, Utah, Idaho.
Wasn't it already blocked in Utah?
No, Utah's got the most
Oh, no,
porn.
they have the most porn.
They watch the most porn there.
Yeah. And, they'll just go to another site, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
What are the other states? Nebraska, Kansas, Alabama, Arkansas, both the Carolinas,
Jesus.
Indiana, and Kentucky. Those are the states where July 1st, Pornhub will be blocked. And again, people can use VPN. They can go to another website. And my first thought was, I wonder if people, how they can't get elected officials to divest themselves of stocks. You want to talk about bipartisan legislation. Every time somebody puts forward a bill in Congress that like, hey, people in Congress shouldn't be able to trade stocks. Everybody of both parties goes, well, let's not get hasty here.
There's literally like apps now where it's like, hey, pick your politicians who you want to shadow their stock trading.
Yeah.
That's like an industry now.
So that's why
they get the insider tips, and then you can just trade like a politician.
Right. But free market.
Mm-hmm.
But my thought was, the right wingers that want to like ban these porn sites. I wonder if they own stock in VPN companies.
Probably.
That's how cynical politics has gotten. Hey, Allie.
Hi.
Hi, what's up?
Oh, you guys were talking about bands. And
I was hoping you were calling to get an abortion.
Oh, no.
My
That
name
ship
is
has
Allie,
done
but
sailed.
can you save me from one?
No. No, but the reason why I was calling, you guys were talking about bands. My husband is a drummer in 3 different heavy metal bands, and they play around the Cleveland area.
Oh, good for you.
Where are you from, Allie?
Well, I'm from Elyria. I was the one that called in last week. I work at Keller Meats in Litchfield.
Oh, yeah, Keller Meats. Okay. The way you said bands didn't sound like you were from Ohio, so I thought maybe you were from Michigan or, my husband's in 3 bands.
And
Okay, well tell him to submit some stuff to the Metal Show.
Absolutely, I will. Yeah, he does a Dio tribute band, which is called Wall of Sleep, and then Made in America, which is an Iron Maiden tribute. And then he is in a Black Sabbath tribute band as well.
Well, I'm looking for original music, Allie. I'm not playing local cover bands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What does he play?
Well, he plays the drums.
Ah, very nice. Very nice. Man after my own heart.
Yes.
Okay. Is he
Yep.
playing out this weekend?
He just played at Bar 30 in Parma.
And are you a groupie at his shows?
Well, I always say I'm a groupie with benefits because I do his laundry, I cook his food, I take the drums down, I clean the house.
Wait. How are those the benefits? He's getting the benefits?
He's getting the benefits.
You break down his kit?
I do.
Why doesn't he do that?
Well, he plays for a couple hours and
Yeah, but we all have.
No.
That's every drummer knows this. When I played in bands, for many years, and the guitar player You know, he's packing up his guitar, grabbing his amp, putting in the car, going off for the after party, having a good time, whatever. And I'm breaking my crap down for 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's a good little task.
Wow.
This is the sweetest woman.
She
on the planet.
really is. She goes, oh, I
So
have.
you don't want that abortion?
Oh,
She's doing a
she can't abort her husband.
I mean, she could.
Oh, all right. Well, she's like, oh, I accidentally decapitated him with a cymbal.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, good. Well, Godspeed, Allie. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
All right. There's Allie, groupie with benefits. What a sweetheart. I say that I'm a groupie with benefits because I do his laundry and clean the house and break his drums down.
Please
What
play his band.
Yeah,
on
what
your-
exactly is he doing then? Because it ain't
He's a
hard sitting back there.
hard-working man.
Yeah, it ain't hard sitting back there for a couple hours
Sweaty.
playing Dio. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe she's up there spritzing him. I don't know. Is the Guardians game still on? I don't
I
think that
believe
I've
so.
heard otherwise. Okay, well, we're going to roll shortly after 6, get you into pregame. But 6:40 tonight is the first of 3. Guardians are back home and set to start up against the Mariners tonight.